Have you ever found yourself wondering, hey, my mom or dad is Canadian. Does that make me Canadian? Well, if so, you've come to the exact right place. Let's dive into how you can claim your Canadian citizenship.
This is it, right? This is the big question. It's something we hear all the time from people across the globe who have that little Canadian maple leaf somewhere in their family tree. And you know what? The answer might just surprise you.
For a whole lot of people, the answer is a big, emphatic yes. You might actually already be a Canadian citizen and just not have the official piece of paper to prove it yet. And that's exactly what we're here to do. Walk you through how to get that proof step by step.
Okay, so first things first, let's lay down the groundwork for all of this. What does it actually mean to have a claim to citizenship just because you have a Canadian in the family?
The official name for this is citizenship by descent. And the concept is pretty straightforward, really. If at least one of your parents, biological or legal, doesn't matter, was a Canadian citizen on the day you were born, you likely have a direct path to citizenship yourself.
Now, here's where it used to get a little tricky. For a long time, Canada had this rule that basically limited citizenship by descent to the first generation born abroad. So a Canadian parent could pass on their citizenship to their child, but that child couldn't automatically do the same for their kids if they were also born outside Canada.
Yep, it was called the first generation limit, and honestly, it caused a lot of headaches for families. But, and this is a really big but, there has been a very recent and very important new twist in the story.
That's right. A brand new law has come along and completely changed the game. This is huge news for countless people out there who might have thought that door to citizenship was permanently closed for them.
And look, this isn't just some minor adjustment. The government's own announcement says the law is meant to restore citizenship to people who are affected by these, quote, outdated rules. So what's the takeaway? If you were ever told you didn't qualify in the past, it is absolutely time to look again.
All right, so you've listened to all this and you're thinking, this is me, I qualify. So what's next? Well, it's time to start what we're going to call your proof of citizenship quest. And don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. We can break it down.
Let's think of it in 4 simple stages. First, you've got to dig up the documents that prove your parent was a citizen. Second, you'll fill out the main application form. Third, and this is a big one, you need to get some very, very specific photos taken. And finally, you bundle it all up and submit it.
And this right here, this is the heart of the whole thing. Form CIT-001. This is the official document that gets the ball rolling. Seeing it right there kind of makes it all feel a lot more real, doesn't it?
Okay, hold on. Before you run out to the corner store for a passport photo, this is super important. This is one of those small details that can derail an entire application. The photos required for Canadian citizenship have their own unique set of rules. They are not the same as a standard passport photo.
And this shows you exactly what I'm talking about. The level of precision here is no joke. From the exact size of your head in the picture to making sure your signature fits perfectly inside that little white box, the details really, really matter. Follow the instructions to the letter.
Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about the 2 things every single applicant wants to know. How much is this going to cost me, and how long is it going to take?
So the application fee for your proof of citizenship certificate is 75 Canadian dollars. That's it, seriously. When you think about what you're getting, that fee is incredibly reasonable.
Now, for the timeline, this is where you're going to need some patience. The current average processing time, according to the government, is sitting at around 17 months. So yeah, this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
This usually brings up another really good question. What if you also happen to have a Canadian spouse? You might be wondering, which way is better? Should I apply for citizenship by descent or go the spousal sponsorship route?
Well, let's just put them side by side. The difference is pretty stark, isn't it? Proof of citizenship is just way, way cheaper. The paperwork is generally a lot simpler, and the timeline is often right around the same, if not sometimes even better, than the much more complicated spousal route.
And hey, don't just take our word for it. This is what people who've actually been through the process say. As this one Reddit user put it, it's way less expensive and the wait time is very competitive. So if you're eligible for citizenship by descent, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
So we've covered the how, which is great, but let's wrap this up with the why. What does getting to the end of this quest with your certificate in hand actually mean for you?
Well, becoming a Canadian citizen unlocks some pretty incredible benefits. We're talking about access to a world-class universal healthcare system.
You get to live in a country that's famous for being safe and secure, you have access to amazing education, and you get to be part of a strong, stable, and wonderfully diverse society.
And if that wasn't enough, there's this. A Canadian passport is one of the most powerful travel documents on Earth. That number, 185, that's how many countries you can travel to, visa-free. That kind of freedom to move around the world is just incredible.
And it all comes back to this. This single piece of paper, the citizenship certificate you get at the end of the whole process, that is the key. That is what unlocks every single one of these life-changing benefits.
So from a simple question about your family, all the way to holding a passport to the world, this journey is about so much more than paperwork. It's about connecting to a part of your heritage. Your Canadian story is out there just waiting for you. The only question left is, are you ready to claim it?